strive to make sure that our science and technology activities at IIT Delhi also directly benefit the Indian society. We wish to assure you, sir, that we are fully committed to contribute effectively through our science and technology inputs towards the success of the important national programs such as Digital India, Make in India, Smart Cities, Smart Villages, Swachh Bharat, and several others. As an institute of higher learning in science and technology, we are fully aware of our responsibility to promote science and to sensitize the society at large to the potential benefits of science. We take several measures to inculcate a scientific temper amongst school students and young teachers and scientists. For instance, the Institute celebrates open house every year in the month of April. On this day, the innovations at the Institute are displayed for the public, especially the school children. During the Institute's 11th open house celebrated on 18th April this year, a number of projects with high societal impact were showcased. In IISF 2, we have kept open for 3 days, that is 5th, 6th and 7th December, about 10 laboratories in various departments which the school children can visit. The objective is to expose the school children to the laboratory activities in the institute and to motivate them. On several other occasions, the institute supports and encourages visits of school children to the campus to encourage and motivate them towards science and technology. One such visit of about 25 to 30 meritorious girl students of various schools of Srinagar is scheduled day after tomorrow on 7th December. They would be also registering for the festival. The Institute places great emphasis to interaction with teachers of various other institutions for enhancing their capabilities and qualifications. Various programs such as Continuing Education Program, Technical Education Quality Improvement Program, that is TechQuip, Summer Faculty Research Fellow Program, Quality Improvement Program, etc. are in place. We have a Summer Research Faculty Fellow Program which is being organized since 2008, which to help in inducing and inculcating research culture among the faculty of engineering and science institutes outside IIT system. The visiting faculty fellows stay in IIT Delhi during the summer and work with the faculty mentor who is a regular faculty member of IIT Delhi. So no doubt we at IIT Delhi carry out considerable outreach activities for schools and other science and technology institutions. Yet, organization of IISF at such a grand scale in IIT Delhi campus has served us a reminder that while at one end of the spectrum we should be carrying out cutting-edge research, at the other end we should be sowing the seeds of science in Indian society. I take this opportunity to thank our colleagues from DST, TIFAC, and Vigyan Bharati for effectively collaborating with us in organization of IISF at IIT Delhi. We are grateful to Honorable Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Harshvardhan ji, for providing us guidance, support, and encouragement at every stage during the organization of the Science Festival. I once again welcome all the delegates and participants of the India International Science Festival to IIT Delhi, and I wish them a fruitful and enjoyable Science Festival.
Thank you, sir. Before we move on, I would like to welcome Prabhat Ranjan, the Executive Director, TIFAC, and also Shankar Tatwavadi, mentor of Vijnana Bharati, with a bouquet of flowers. And to do the honors, I invite Sachin Mandavgane, Member Secretary, Academic Committee, IISF. Thank you, sir. Now, to introduce the India International Science Festival 2015, I welcome Dr. Sachin Mandavgane, Member Secretary of Scientific Program Committee of IISF 2015.
Honorable Minister, Dr. Harshavardhan, Honorable Minister, Shri Kalicharan Saraf, respected Secretaries, Professor Ashutosh Sharma, Dr. Girish Sahani, President Vigyan Bharati, Dr. Vijay Bhatkar, Director, Professor Kshitij Gupta, Executive Director, Professor Prabhat Ranjan, Dean, Professor K.S. Rao, Mentor, Dr. Shankar Rao Tatwavadi, dignitaries of the dais, dear students, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. India is a Utsav Priya nation, a nation which celebrates, explore, appreciate the peculiar unique beauty of every festival. Festival is an occasion of sharing joy and happiness, ideas and innovation, and even the philosophy. For the first time in the history of scientific programs, multi-dimensional activities aimed towards the youth, that is 65% population of the nation, is organized under one umbrella. Different government organizations, scientific bodies, social organizations, innovators, professionals, all have come together to showcase their achievements and contribution to the public at large. This is one of the attempts of organizers to encourage and bring forth the young talent of this country to address the challenges of the nation. IISF is a unique platform for the young researchers of the nation who are contributing and willing to contribute to the nation building through research and innovation with a consciousness of service, that is Seva Bhav. For the first time, Ministry of Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, in collaboration with Vigyan Bharati, are organizing the India International Science Festival, IISF, with the following objectives: exposing the fruits of science and technology to the masses and to instill scientific temperament, supporting flagship programs like Make in India, Digital India, Smart Cities, startups, etc., initiated by Honorable Prime Minister. IISF is focusing on young scientists and common public with a view to improve their scientific understanding and appreciation of various feats in science and technology. IISF is also showcasing innovative practices and achievements by Indian science and technology system. Other important milestones of IISF are to promote India's indigenous knowledge, scientists-students interaction, and large-scale practical science laboratory demonstration, Techno-Industrial Expo, science documentaries, etc. Hundreds of invited delegates are going to participate in this festival. In IISF, the Young Scientist Meet for researchers below age of 45 is organized with an aim to provide an opportunity to showcase their research on themes related to nation building. We are very happy to announce that more than 2,000 abstracts from all corners of nation were received. In this conference, researchers will present their findings through oral and poster presentations. The top 3 papers from each session, which include 2 from oral and 1 from poster presentation, will be awarded. Eminent scientists are invited to give plenary talks to prioritize trajectory of future research. Some of the important themes for plenary sessions are preventive and integrated healthcare, Indian innovation that transform society, and indigenous technologies. It is a common belief that researchers face tremendous problem during their early years of research in identifying socially relevant research problems and to communicate and report research finding with academic fraternity and general masses. These issues will be addressed through series of workshops and interactive sessions. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take this opportunity to inform you that this year 800 selected students and 200 teachers are participating from all over the country in Inspire, a program a program sponsored and managed by DST for attraction of talent to science. Another attraction of IISF is Mega Science Technology and Industrial Expo spanning over 1 lakh square feet. I am confident that visit to Expo will sprout feeling of pride for scientific achievements of the nation. As a part of Science Film Festival of IISF, a short film competition is organized on themes like Science and Society, Digital India, and Swachh Bharat. I am glad to share that the competition was widely publicized through social media, and a common man who cares for the nation expressed her contribution through short videos. The competition received overwhelming response. Shortlisted films will be screened and best film will be awarded. The largest science practical session, a unique program, is organized. The event includes a 1-hour actual class session for 2,000 students from 40 schools in NCR. While the aim of the program is science popularization and motivation for the student to take up science education, the whole program further aims to break a Guinness World Record. To direct thinking process and to trigger and satisfy curiosity of young minds of school students, IISF has taken the initiative to organize scientist-student interaction. The topic of the interaction are light, space science, and soil sciences. Thus, the festival offers a basket of activities for common people of all walks of life, right from middle school, secondary, higher secondary, undergrads, postgrads, research scholars, scientists, faculties, and industrialists. I am sure that this unique festival of science and technology will ignite the light of wisdom for better humanity. The nation, which has its unique identity for celebrating Festival of Colors and Light, will carve its identity for Festival of Science. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Dr. Sachin. Apart from the food courts menu, we have all delegates have a beautiful scientific menu for us, starting from the starter to the sweets of different flavors, right from this scientific film festival to the young scientist meet. Now, to proceed further, I will request Secretary, Department of Science and Technology, Professor Ashutosh Sharma, to address the gathering.
Honorable Union Minister of Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Dr. Harshvardhanji, Honorable Minister from the Government of India, the Government of Rajasthan, Shri Kalicharan Sarafji, Dr. Vijay Bhatkar, my colleagues, Professor Kshitij Gupta, and distinguished scientists on and off the dais, other distinguished guests, students and faculty of IIT Delhi, students who have come to participate from outside, winners of competitions, ladies and gentlemen. The India International Science Festival that we start to celebrate today is a landmark event in the history of science and technology in this country. Why is it unique? What are the special features that make it unique and important and very useful for our scientists? There are several reasons for its uniqueness and importance. To begin with, the Science Festival being organized today is fully focused on harnessing the energies of our young scientists and students. Now, of course, we don't wish to discriminate or differentiate based on age, gender, and so on. But it is true that we need to showcase, we need to motivate our young scientists and students in really a big way. And this is, the festival here is a big step in that particular direction. So there is a great emphasis on youth. Another distinguishing feature of this science festival is that it's the first time that all the departments and ministries within the Ministry of Science and Technology and Earth Sciences come together to hold this unique event. What that means is that this is a very multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary event which actually has a 360-degree connect to almost all the stakeholders of science and technology. Now these stakeholders, when you would look at the activities across the festival, you would see that this includes a variety of activities, and the scale of activities is truly astonishing. There are scientific sessions on challenges that are faced by our society and on national priorities, be it Make in India, Swachh Bharat, and so on. Now, these are not merely slogans, but these are new ways of doing science and technology. When I was young, 20 years ago, doing my PhD, or while beyond PhD, doing PhD 30 years ago, the way we thought about science is, I do physical chemistry, you do organic chemistry. But if you look at a societal challenge like Make in India, it cannot be solved by doing domain-based science. Now, these challenges actually require connecting together with all the stakeholders in a really big way, being interdisciplinary, not just tool-centric, but problem-centric approach. And so this festival actually brings together large variety of people to solve problems, not just have academic discussions, which are, of course, very much needed in order to solve problems. It's a necessary condition, but not sufficient. And we want to create sufficient conditions that would help us address real problems, but through the tools of science and technology. There are several events here for students and showcasing their innovations. One of them you would see is a highly significant event called Inspire, wherein you bring in the top 800 students from all over the country to showcase their very unique thinking in science and technology. There are scouting events for innovations like IRIS and I3, highly significant. There's a technology exposition or expo, wherein all the autonomous institutes of the ministry display their activities, their achievements, their aspirations and inspirations. So I would urge all of you to please do visit the Technology Expo and learn about what is really going on in our R&D ecosystem of the country. There is also a huge science experiment being planned wherein 2,000 students will perform a chemistry experiment together to make it to the Guinness Book of World Record. So let us all be witness to this historic event wherein we show the enthusiasm and the collective power of our youth in science. Finally, when I think about the uniqueness of this event, this has actually started a new science. This is called the science of impossible, because it was about 3 to 4 months ago that our Honorable Minister actually gave the vision regarding this particular science festival and its scale. And at that point, almost everybody in the room said, this is impossible, right? But now, the thing is, if you use science and technology and all the intelligence and all the youth and energy that we have at our disposal, then everything impossible actually becomes possible. And this, in fact, ought to be the lesson for our young. Of course, when I was little younger, I said there, the people a little bit older said the same thing to me. So I pass on the message, and of course we try our best, and we want to be enablers to our youth to do great things in the future. Now, I would just take a couple more minutes. This is a very brief introduction to what is the purpose and motivation for the Science Festival. The Science Festival that we are holding now, the theme of the Science Festival is Science and Technology for Indigenous Development. Now, this is a very significant theme, right? And again, it's not about lip service. The question is, how do we catalyze the innovations in our society, starting from the school, going all the way to college, to universities, in our scientists, in our young scientists, in our advanced scientists, everywhere in the society. How do we catalyze innovation, right? This is actually a burning question. Now, innovation, oftentimes, because there are a lot of young people here, inventions are confused with innovation. So first thing that we should know is the difference between invention, discovery, and innovation. Inventions basically have to use societal resources to generate knowledge. Crudely put, we convert money into knowledge when we do invention-based science and technology, right? Now, innovation is closing the circle, the reverse, which means that we use the knowledge to convert it to societal good. It may have dimension of an economic activity, but it is not necessary. It could be a societal innovation. What that means is, let's use all our knowledge at our disposal, existing knowledge, new knowledge, wherever the knowledge exists, to convert it to societal good. And this is the meaning of innovation. Innovation is not just a new mantra. Actually, Department of Science and Technology has been doing it, has been enabling it for last 3 decades. The innovation is not a single activity. It is a whole value chain. It is an ecosystem. There are major components of this ecosystem, which includes scouting for innovations, then while having startups and small companies, technology translation, taking it to commercial space, right? And one has to enable each of these stages of innovation to actually get there. Last mile connectivity is very important. We may have all the enablers like the culture for innovation, we may have education for innovation, we may have R&D for innovation, but unless we connect the last mile, which is the commercialization, none of it actually would give fruits to our labors. So very briefly, I will tell you what the new thinking in DST is. How do we enable innovations? Now, innovations, of course, there is a space for innovations, which is from IITs, which is from great universities of our nation, from PhD students, from scientists, from faculty. But there is another space for innovation, which is inclusive innovation, which is the grassroots innovation, which comes from a very large segment of our population, which is spread over rural areas, which is spread over ITIs, which is spread over everywhere, which is kind of ignored in our search for innovations. So we are starting a new scheme wherein 15 lakh ideas, innovative ideas from 5 lakh schools are being collected in every possible language. Now, these ideas will be sifted through by National Innovation Foundation, which is an autonomous arm of DST, to arrive at the best of these ideas, sieve them through. Thousands of these ideas actually will get patents, will be introduced to the idea of innovation, entrepreneurship, startups, and so on. And the greatest benefit of such a scheme is not simply having thousands of startups today, but to introduce our young to innovation ecosystem, to develop their understanding of innovation, internalization of innovation. So 10 years from now, we have the culture. We have large number of people who actually aspire to be entrepreneurs, to convert scientific knowledge into activities for societal good. We are also scouting the ITI space for relevant, inclusive, and frugal innovations. There are organizations like Technology Development Board that give support for commercialization of indigenous technology. There are other organizations like TIFAC that tell us about what are the relevant technologies for India, what is our technology roadmap for the future. There are about 80 technology business incubators that have been established by DST all over our land, which incubate 2,000 technology startups. Every year, 500 new technology startups. I want all our young people, scientists actually, to partner in a big way in these efforts for nation building. These 2,000 startups, they generate 30,000 jobs. They have a turnover of 4,000 crores. We want to scale up this activity from 2,000 startups to 10,000 startups. Of course, it is still not enough for the nation of our size and aspirations. So we all have to be actually participating in these missions wholeheartedly and with greatest of energies. So I want to actually, I've already taken a lot of your time, so I want to just tell you that DST, all of us together, DST is just a representation of us, our collective wisdom, our collective aspirations, our collective knowledge. And we want to tell you that we are conscious about safekeeping and use of our traditional knowledge based on science and technology principles. A new program which has been introduced is called Science and Technology of Yoga and Meditation, or Satyam is a nice acronym for it. And idea is, can we actually dig deeper into scientific roots of some of the practices that work? Of course, we should not hesitate to say things that do not work, but we want things to be on solid scientific basis so that our traditional knowledge can be developed further as a modern science. At the same time, we look to the future with optimism. We are into developing supercomputing network in the nation. There would be 80 supercomputers of the advanced variety set up across the nation, which will give big push to our things like cybersecurity, big data, materials design, design of pharmaceuticals and drugs, defense needs, and so on. So we are fully future ready, right? We want, with all of you, with your active participation, we want to get there sooner than later. So we believe in relevant societal grand challenges. And you will hear more about it. A big scheme together with MHRD is going to be rolled out, which is called Imprint, where MHRD and DST will work together to solve societal problems through science and technology. So I would stop there, and I wish all the participants, all the scientists, all the young scientists, everybody who has come together here, I wish them all the very best. Make the best use of this opportunity, which is a huge opportunity. Let us be partners in this progress. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with the various initiatives of Department of Science and Technology and how they are really relevant to the present context. Now, to proceed further, I will request Director General of CSIR, Dr. Girish Sahni, to please address the gathering.
Honorable Minister of Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Dr. Harshvardhan, Shri Kali Charan Saraf, Minister of Science and Technology, Government of Rajasthan, Vijay Bhatkar ji, President Vigyan Bharati, Ashutosh Sharma, Secretary DST, all the dignitaries on the dais, participants in this grand conference and get together, distinguished faculty and students of IIT Delhi, ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, it's a great honor and privilege to talk about the excitement that not only all of you feel, I feel, at the organization of such a grand function, perhaps for the first time in this country, where so many diverse streams of activities related to science and technology have been brought forward under one umbrella for 3 days consecutively, not only presentations, but exhibitions and talks and brainstorming that will lead to a build-up of energy and focus on science and technology that this country needs. I belong to the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research and the Department of Scientific and Industrial Research, sister departments of the Science and Technology Ministry, the great endeavor in this nation that will take us into the future. And I share this excitement because for the first time in the country, in a major way, we are getting so many young people under one roof. And this is due to the vision and inspiration of our Honorable Minister, members of the Vigyan Bharati, leaders of the Vigyan Bharati, whose thrust to not only go into the future in an international way, but also with the energy and the wisdom of the roots of this country together and seek new vistas and solve the nation's problems. These grand challenges that our Prime Minister has posed before us and brought them into sharp focus so that all our learning, aspiration and knowledge is focused on solving national problems is a grand movement in which we are all proud to participate. Starting from the young student in the early stages of education, the way science is taught, science has to be caught, actually not taught. Instead of imparting ancient wisdoms of scientific principles, this young student has to be taken through the process by which scientific discovery is made. I think this process needs to be propagated, and all of us who have been privileged now to serve the scientific cause realize that the very seeds of scientific inquiry have to be sown in such a way that we do not just accept principles that others have propagated in the past, but we also get a flavor of how the principles are discovered in the first place. Then, as Ashutosh said in so eloquently, the whole process of converting science into technology, technology into innovation, which is a very complex pathway. And a lot of times the student, even students who have done PhD, some very fine students are daunted by the prospect of how their knowledge will be converted into useful technology. And this process, I think, needs to be learned, not only learned, but propagated at the very roots of this country where science is taught. And in this direction, the thinking and philosophy and action that is now taking place is greatly welcome and a thing to celebrate. So I join with you in rejoicing this particular event, this gala event, and the good things that will come forth from this conference and the joining of minds. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. To every innovative and novel idea, VIBA has always contributed well. And so, I now request President of VIBA and the Chairman of Board of Governors of IIT, Vijay Bhatkar, to address the gathering.
Honorable Dr. Harshavardhan ji, our Minister of Science and Technology, who has, and everybody should know that this festival has been inspired by him. So we are very delighted. Your very name is Harsh. We are very delighted by your presence here, sir. Our distinguished guest, Sri Kalicharan Saraf, Minister of Science and Technology from our neighboring state, Government of Rajasthan. This conference, this event has got together. We have several departments of engaged in science and technology, and all the secretaries, all the major secretaries working in science and technology, driving science and technology, steering the path of science and technology in this country have come together on this platform. So I think just now we had the address of Dr. Ashutosh Sharma, Dr. Girish Sahani, and other people have been there yesterday. Dr. Prabhat Ranjan, who is on our campus, Executive Director of TIFAC, who is trying to foresight 20 years since, this was the vision of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, what would be India 20 years since, and what role science and technology would play, and that will play the major role. So Dr. Prabhat Ranjan, and we have our director here. Two people have played very important role in really in steering this conference, in organizing this conference, in conceiving this event. One, I must say that I'm not able to see my colleague Jay Kumarji. There's so much of light coming from that side, I'm not able to see him, Jay Kumarji, and his other is our director. These people have come together. Of course, there are many people who have worked together. It was a teamwork. Whenever Prime Minister talks about teamwork, Team India, I think this event has brought together this spirit of Team India, what it can do for a country. And as rightly said, that this has been the art of, they say politics is the art of impossibility, but I think this science event is truly the art of impossibility. I myself did not believe, I was engaged in many tasks, that within 3 to 4 months' time, we can organize a festival where not one, several departments could be involved and coordination. You know how difficult it is to work with the government, firstly, and second, many departments together. So, we did not believe, Ashutoshji, I know that Karantan Giriji, but our minister believed. Harshvardhanji believed that this will be done, and because he said Vigyan Bharati is behind it. That's what I think. This shows that, and we don't have much experience on that, I think the government department, the great power of government, the great power of an NGO, not just an NGO, committed to national development, committed to Swadeshi spirit, and industries, academia, and institutions like IITs, if they come together, what wonder they can do. I think we have seen the manifestation of this. When I became the chairman of IIT Delhi, of course, we had the first meeting of with the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, and also our visitor, President. And we sang the praise of IIT system, because IIT system is one system where we have excellent expectations of the nation. It began right from the beginning, and it is known all over the world. If I had to identify, go anywhere in the world, if we talk about IIT, most people would know about IIT. That is the magic of, I think, the IITs. At that time, he said that IIT everybody knows. हम जानते हैं IIT क्या है, जानते हैं. लेकिन IITs have to come to the level of people. It has to get integrated in the lives of the common people of India. That was the first message he wanted to give. I think this event, this festival, with the blessing of our Honorable Minister, I think we are trying to bring high science or science to the people of India, to the students of India. I think that is the manifestation of what our Prime Minister aspired for. That's why I think, if you look at yesterday the media people are asking our Minister, Saab, that there is a Science Congress coming on 3rd January. And this is the thing, this is another event which is occurring now, just in the beginning of December. What is the difference between Science Congress and this event? And I would say that something also. That is a Congress. This is a festival. No, Science Congress also is, as the Honorable Minister has participated in the last Science Congress, is also a very major event, and we are very proud of it. We are extremely proud of it. But science should be joy, learning should be joy, exploration is a joy, creation is a joy. So Vigyan Bharati wanted to organize this as a festival. And if you look at the IIT campus and you walk to the IIT campus, what do you see? You see this as a festival. Really, I think if you see all the students would have experienced, first time a festive look, I think not first time, but a good festive look, I think this is around, IIT is around, and that will bring a different, I think, texture to the whole, I think, the minds of the scientists and the people and the students working here. Next thing I want to say is that, what is the difference we want to bring that? We have not been successful, 60 years or 69 years have gone, 68 years, to create that science is, I think, belongs to people, belongs to students, belongs to person on street, person on the field. Vigyan Bharati wanted to integrate science in the lives of people, in the women, in the housewives, in everybody, and that attempt is going on. And it must be based on what we are talking about, Make in India, etc. But before that is really the Swadeshi spirit, based on that the confidence that these technologies can be imagined, can be conceived, can be implemented, can be done, can be scaled in India. And that's what we have missed out. We went to the technology import regime, phase-wise manufacturing program, but many of the technologies, as Nayan Murthy observed, were not created in India. We tried to, of course, replace them. We could not create new ideas. So I say, I can't identify many new ideas which were created, which originated in India. I think the time has come to that. I think this is what I feel that the very idea of the DST programs which are trying to bring out, starting from the INSPIRE project, we must move to fundamental sciences. We must move, rather than just to total emphasis on applied sciences. We must have the whole incubation of it, where Dr. Ashutosh Sharma has talked about. We are not been successful to create an ecosystem, to create culture of really translating our ideas, our innovations, our inventions into true innovations which can create wealth for the nation. This is what I think, this culture, I think paradigm shift has to occur. Honorable Sir, I think you have, last year I remember, when you were the Minister of Healthcare, and of course Ayush is included in that, we had organized, we had taken a whole, that indigenous system of healthcare, which has been developed from Charak Shushruta, and we have a whole history, starting from the very Vedic culture. Ayurveda should be brought to the level of modern medicine. They will be created, they will be packaged, they will be marketed, they will be internationalized, and you saw that, I think, under your leadership, and when you took that challenge, we could actually showcase that Ayurveda can be brought to the world, and other countries have started accepting this. Similarly, I think we have to create science and technology. We will be proud that this was conceived not in Cambridge and Oxford or MIT and Stanford. Of course, we all respect our own scientists are doing it there, but this was conceived on the IIT campus. Right here, it was conceived in a school. This is a school idea. This is conceived by a dropout, like Steve Jobs has done and many people out there, and it was manufactured and given to the world. We have created that culture, that innovation culture. I think this festival, I hope will inspire all of us to do that. Yesterday, our minister has taken time out to visit every stall. Now, surprised, I was tired, my knees were paining, and I was walking through him, but he wanted to visit every stall and fulfill the aspiration of somebody in Punjab that who has created, who might not have gone to academic institution, but created something, some artification for gasification, many things which we saw, which have not been created on the campus. We have Unnat Bharat Abhiyan conceived on this campus, IIT Delhi, that IITs must be linked with the villages as well. They must be linkage with the largest slums which we have got in the large cities of India, and solve the problem there. Solve the problems of villages, solve the problems of toilets, solve the problems of farmers. Apply your minds to really this kind of thing, which I think brought India to some sort of shame in the sense of that our toilets, our filthiness, and many other things. Why can't we apply our mind, the best of minds, to solving the problems of this world? Our PhD students are always looking for problems. Our PhD students, which is the problem? I said, problem's right there in front of you, that dirt lying in front of you. How can you dissolve that dirt? This is, I think, these are the things we have to have mindset changing. I'm sure under your leadership, we will make these paradigm shifts and make science relevant to India and to the world, a large part of the world which live on $1 a day. I think this is the thing I think India will try to address, and IIT Delhi will try to show the way. I'm really thankful to IIT team, my own IIT team, because I am thankful to Vigyan Bharati team, how they work day and night and also work together. India has not learned the art of working together. Many institutions, many government departments cannot work together to a single purpose. I think this event, this festival has shown that we can work together and solve the problems of India. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me this opportunity to talk with you.
Thank you, sir. Under the dynamic leadership of yours, sir, VIBA has been going ahead days by days, year by year, and we wish that the VIBA will continue the journey in the years to come.